As the American anthropologist Margaret Mead once said, always remember that you are absolutely unique, just like everybody else. And we all are just that, unique individuals with our own quirks. But sometimes there's whole families filled with very unique individuals who seems dysfunctional due to all of their quirks. Such is the case for one fictional family in Netflix's 2021 original film, The Mitchells versus the Machines. In this family, we have the protagonist, Katie Mitchell, who is this quirky, teenage misunderstood girl who loves making goofy, overstimulating mini films for her YouTube channel, and though is outgoing, is quite socially awkward. Then you have her younger brother, Aaron Mitchell, who is very intelligent, but is seen sort of as a nerd, probably due to his obsession of dinosaurs, complete with his unique ability to make semi-realistic dinosaur noises, well, or screeches, if you will. And their dad, Rick Mitchell, who loves outdoors, anything nature. And he's seen out of touch for the century, probably due to his dislike or inability to understand or navigate technology. They even have a unique and quirky dog, a pug named Monchi, whose eyes are permanently crossed, feet too short, body bit too large, all resulting in a seemingly dumbstruck pug who runs into walls more often than not. And to complete the family, they have their mother, Linda Mitchell, who is supportive, loving, kind, but can overreact and be a bit too protective at times of her family. Though she seems to be the most level-headed in the family, she has her visible flaws and insecurities that the movie doesn't try to hide nor demonize, and neither does she, as Linda is proud to be her weird, quirky self, just as I am. And, though I have plenty of similarities with all the members of this Mitchell family, including their pug Monchi, I find myself to be most similar to this mom, Linda Mitchell. For the first reason is what I had just mentioned, that she is proud to be her weird, quirky self, even in a dysfunctional family that many others don't understand, but she still loves them. Though she also has her insecurities about these quirks as well. Just as Sony Pictures Animation Wiki's article titled Linda Mitchell states, she harbors some jealousy towards her neighbors, the Posies, who are seen as the image of a perfect family. And I, just as most others probably can, relate to those type of insecurities. We want to all fit in. We all have that kind of deep desire, and we all want to be normal. Even though normal isn't a description of character or people, it is simply a description of a setting on a washing machine and nothing more. Regardless, I can really relate to those feelings. Second, she's very encouraging, even sometimes to the point of false optimism, such as the case for when she was trying to get their pug Monchi to look straight. She put a pen in between his eyes up on his nose and said, "You can do it, Monchi, just look straight." And as he failed, she just gave him a gold star anyways and said, "Good job, Buster Brown, A for effort." I see this trait in her as being a great trait for her job. She's a first grade teacher. That's another thing that I can relate to, as I have taught K through 12 thus far, as well am currently an assistant director at a preschool. Teaching has always been a part of my life, and it always will, especially as I'm now currently going back to school to get masters for special education. So that's another thing that we have in common and I can relate to. Lastly, we are both protective of our loved ones, and we overreact. In the movie, Linda is protective of her family whenever these robots come and take them, as well as trying to take over the world. Well, she goes full out ninja crazy mode to karate chop her way through these robots to get to her family. Now, although I don't have these karate moves like she does, I still have those same feelings of wanting to be really protective of the ones that I love, especially my immediate family. Also, that may be seen as an overreaction, and I overreact quite frequently on a daily basis, and it's just kind of who I am. Case in point, where I have tried to refilm this about 50 million times and have pterodactyl screamed in between about half of those takes in frustration. So, in conclusion, perhaps I not only see myself currently as I am in Linda Mitchell, but also what I strive to be. And there's things in her that I think we all can learn from, particularly the way that she is loving and accepting of her family and those individual people. She loves them exactly how they are, who they are, not trying to change them or what she wants them to be. And that type of love and acceptance is something that we can all learn from and try to replicate in our own lives.